Okay, hello you guys. I have not recorded in like damn near a week, but I'm so happy to be back. I want to say in advance, I see y'all subscribing, I see y'all liking, and I see y'all viewing my videos. And as always, I want to say thank you, and thank you in advance for commenting, liking, and for everybody else who's gonna like, subscribe. And I just want to say that like I genuinely love you guys because you guys are a part of my community, and I genuinely am like so grateful that you guys are here. So there's that. The second disclaimer is shout out to my sister. I don't know if y'all could tell, but I got my hair cut. Well, my sister cut it for me, so the curls, my hair is not as dead anymore, y'all. So the curls is bouncing back. It looks good and everything. And she did my hair on like Saturday, and it's Wednesday now, y'all, and it still looks good. So shout out my sister. And the last disclaimer that I want to say is that as much as these diss tracks and stuff, because that's what this video is about, y'all already know, Kendrick versus Drake. As much as these diss tracks are fun and we love them and it's all hip-hop or whatever, y'all, please remember there are actual kids and people that are being trafficked, kidnapped, sexually abused, sexually trafficked, and sexually slaved. So please remember that. I think a lot of times we just laugh or just be like, ooh, but it's real. And if we can keep bringing awareness to it and asking for questions and pushing these politicians, because we all know hip-hop is going to get the downfall. You know, these artists and stuff is already starting. But there's higher-ups that are white that we need to be pressing, pushing, and asking, what the fuck up with you? So, I just want to say that it's very, very real. So, hey. And now into the topic, to the discussion at hand. Kendrick versus Drake. I do want to say I am biased.
OVHOEEEEEEEEE. Say OVHOEEEEEEEE. Then step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way. Are you my friend?
Yes, I'm a Kendrick fan. I think Kendrick is one of the greatest rappers of all time. I also think he's like one of the greatest rappers of our generation. So I'm a Kendrick fan. I'm a Kendrick stan. Just remember that, okay? If you like Drake and stuff, that's no problem, but just know this is a Kendrick stan channel. So, first and foremost, I just want to say that, like, I was telling my boyfriend, I was like, bro, we've never really seen Kendrick, like, for real beef with nobody, especially going back and forth with, like, a diss track. And to see him do it, you delivered. You delivered. 10 out of 10. You delivered. And each diss track to me was 10 out of 10. You delivered. This man delivered so much and had bars on top of bars on top of bars. That like Drake, these last two diss songs, what are you doing? First of all, he had Drake so shook. And he got them so shook that, as we all seen, that's been going around on Twitter, is that they actually want him to apologize or release a statement and stop making the diss tracks. But like, this is Kendrick Lamar we're talking about. What makes you think he's scared of y'all? What makes you think he's scared of Drake? What makes you think that he's really gonna sit here and take back everything that he said? But when J. Cole did it, wasn't y'all crucifying J. Cole? So, if you really think Kendrick is about to sit here and like do that, you know, but I also think that it's crazy how this man is on diss tracks telling you that he thinks that you should die. He's talking to your son. He called you a deadbeat father. And then you got up here on the diss track singing, talking about sex your ass, you humming and shit. What are we doing? And then you got up on the diss track talking about Kendrick always rapping like he trying to get the slaves free. His ancestors rolling in their grave. Tupac, his ancestors, Biggie, everybody rolling in their grave. Because there's no way that you said that this man, and you said it, like we all were supposed to laugh, or you said it like we all were supposed to be like, ooh. Do you understand that the reason why Kendrick raps like that is why he's one of the greatest of all time? Because his music has substance, okay? His rap has substance. It has a message that you could never understand, just like he said, because you're white and you act white. And everybody's like, but he's half black. Biologically, he's half black. But did he grow up with his father? Was he growing up with his black side? Was he doing? Because if he was, he wouldn't have even said that. Like, it's giving you a little racist. It's giving you a little self-hatred to yourself. It's giving you might be a little sad, depressed, that maybe you can't relate. And I also just want to say that, like, if Drake was Kendrick's skin color, and I have to go there because we have to, colorism exists. If Drake was Kendrick's skin color, Drake would not even be fucking Drake. Drake would not even have gone as far as Drake has gone. Okay, let's be honest. This man has gotten away with stuff because he's light skinned. And then this man is calling you a pedophile. He's saying that you like little girls. And then you get on your diss track talk about you didn't do nothing with Millie Bobby Brown. Side-eye. Because, first of all, it's not even just Millie Bobby Brown, Drake. We need to talk about Billy. Millie. I'm seeing a pattern, okay? You got Billy, Millie. You got Lotto's sister that you just was seen out on a date with, who's 21. Okay. And then, that girl that Drake supposedly kissed at that concert when she was 17, she came out and she was all like, oh, it's okay, you guys. Like, I had said yes, it was consented. This is the problem in the black community, okay? Everybody, especially all men that like young girls, y'all like to be like, oh, but she said yes. Oh, but she was on me. Oh, but she wanted to. She's still a baby. Like, kids be wanting to do a lot of stuff. Kids be wanting to see us drinking alcohol, and they want to drink alcohol. Do we sit here and say, you know what? You want to drink alcohol here? No, we be like, this is grown-up stuff. This is grown-up juice. And when you become a grown-up, then we could talk. We could get together. Now, that last part, though, y'all shouldn't be saying that to them girls. But, you know, like, basically, this girl came out and basically said the same thing that she said yes or whatever. Like, baby, that does not mean that you shouldn't, that you should have been up there and he's, like, he had the right to still kiss you. Like, what is going on? Why are we not using our brains that we were gifted with from birth? Just because a 17-year-old girl tells you yes, or she's 21, she's 22, does not mean nothing. First of all, why are you almost a 40-year-old man looking for that? These are kids and women that's fresh out of college, like fresh out of high school, 4 years compared to your like damn near almost 20 or 30 out of high school. And we don't ever see you with nobody your age. And then the person that is your age, your little baby mama, you hit her, you hit your son. So, and that little free to slave things, y'all, I'm sorry, but that shit was so fucking tacky. I was just like, is that supposed to be a diss? Like, he really said it like it was a diss. Like, Drake, you trying to, I don't know. And then Drake, my thing with Drake is like, you already went back and forth with like Meek Mill. And when that happened, like, whatever, your diss song was so hot that it became a club song. But you cannot come to a whole nother war with the same tactics, with the same weapons, you know? You up against a whole totally different person that actually raps for real. Like, for real, for real. This is not just his career. This is not just to make money. This is not to be famous, like he said. This is his art. This is his creations. This is something that is his gift. Now, Drake, I don't know. You started acting. I don't really think rapping and all that stuff is your gift. I think you really just did it because you stopped acting. You got killed on the show. And then what were you going to do after that? So, anyways, I didn't watch Degrassi though, but you're going up against a real rapper, #1. Okay. And #2, why are you trying to make another club hit? questions that need answering. You're trying to make another club hit against somebody that's dead ass dissing you, like. And then my thing is, he talked about your son, your mom, your dad. He told you he don't like you. He told you that we want you to stop saying nigga. He told you that this is what the culture's feeling. And you still just sat up here and released songs. And then at the end, I saw tweets, people were like, oh, that Drake basically gave up. Once again, isn't this what we crucified J. Cole for? Granted, Drake tried, but at the same time, J. Cole, how you diss somebody? How you put a song out dissing somebody, but then you scared to get the smoke back? Anyways, but now to Kendrick. Let's take the best part for last. Kendrick, honey, you did the damn thing. Bars on bars, lyrics on lyrics, and we got a couple club anthems at the same time. We, honestly, y'all, since them diss tracks came out, I have been playing them shits every single day. This shit got me up here say OVHOEEEEEEEEEEEEE. Like, Kendrick songs are getting played over and over again, and it's crazy that your own, like, diss song, Drake, this is to you, Drake. It's crazy that the song that's dissing you is going up and up and up and up and up. And the more that we listen to it, the more that we're memorizing it, the more that we're learning more lyrics and we're actually understanding what Kendrick say, the worse it's getting for you. And it's crazy that you and your team and UMG and everybody wants Kendrick to stop when Kendrick just keeps doing golden ass shit. Like, you sitting here telling me that he took down copyright so creators can make money. Kendrick's for the culture. There's a difference when you for the culture and when you for white people at your label that could get you billions of dollars. There's a difference. The culture will always be behind you. The culture is the culture. We're the people. We're the ones that's listening to the music. It got so good or bad, whichever way you want to see it, to the point that Kendrick's album back in the charts. Drake, you lost. You tried to diss this man so bad, and you try to make a joke about him getting molested. First of all, which we learned he got the lyric wrong. But if Kendrick was molested, what's your point? What are you trying to say? Because you do sound like a predator right now. You sound like a pedophile right now. Like, that's what they say. They make fun of people and victims who get molested. This man is actually saying you're a deadbeat father. And you're like, haha, but you got molested. One of Kendrick's like hardest bars to me, because of how I interpreted it, it was hard, was when he was talking about how Drake's dad needs to go ask for more money and more money and more money. And let me tell you how I interpreted it, and why I think it's hard. Because I interpreted it as, you're his father. You weren't even in his life. Pero, you know, he's profiting off of your nut. So, you should ask for more money. And more money. And more money. Black man, you need to understand how powerful your seed is. Okay? Once again, Drake did not grow up with his black family, his black side, blah, blah, blah. I mean, according to what we know, he grew up with his mom. But like I said, at the end of the day, he can always get away with stuff because he is biologically half black. And people will still look at you, you know, one drop rule. But it is crazy how you profiting off of our culture. You don't stand up for us. You don't stand up for our women. In fact, you make fun of our women. But hey, in fact, you actually culture vulture off of our women. As soon as, like I said, as soon as the black women pop up, getting big on viral, you all up on her ass. It's just funny how, like, you want to be here for our culture, but when it's time to really be here for our culture, you're not here. But at the same time, you can low-key half-ass being here for our culture because you are half-ass black because of one nut that your daddy decided to release. That's how I interpreted it when I listened to it. And that shit was hard. Because do you know how many people there are like that? And my thing with Drake is like, he always wants to be around like the next big thing. Like, he's always, when Sexy Red came out, boom, he on Sexy Red. Ice Spice came out, boom, he on Ice Spice. Lotto, her songs didn't do that good because she beefing with Nicki or whatever. Now they have to make a thing that he's going out with her sister. You're weird and you're very like tacky and you're very just like barbaric and diabolical and a shame to our community. What's wrong with you? And he's all like, if he was a pedophile, he would have got arrested. Honestly, it's given unanimous decision. The jury has decided you are guilty. You are guilty and you are the father. So I don't know what you're gonna do. And honestly, it don't matter because like I always say, these people got fucking money. At the end of the day, Drake gonna be Drake. At the end of the day, we still gonna be bumping. I'm trying to think. What's them old songs he was good at? Like Headlines and stuff. We still gonna be bumping that, of course. Of course, it's classics, whatever. But at the end of the day, also too, if you saying that Drake is a better rapper than Kendrick, then you need new ears. You also need new eyes. You also low-key need a new brain. Because when we're talking about pure rap, Kendrick has it, hands down. Like, so if you're trying to say Drake won the beef and he's the better rapper and he killed Kendrick and all that stuff, just be quiet. Just wait till the thing die off and then come back with your unpopular opinion in 10 years, because don't say that shit right now. Are you crazy? So, yeah, honestly, don't really have nothing to say. Drake, you tacky. And I would never forgive you for talking about Kendrick's rapping like he's trying to free the slaves. He low-key is trying to free the slaves, because black people, our mindset is so slavery written that Kendrick is trying to free us and say, wake up, the same way I am. You know, there's only so many cultures that you can steal and take from and then go back home to your big ass mansion with your little girls and your little hot parties that you have sex with and your BBLs and your surgeries. There's only so much you can do, and there's only so much that you can get away with, and there's only so long that you can continue doing things until it's like, what the fuck is up? And me personally, I've never been a Drake fan because I've always kind of thought like, I don't know, like Drake never gave me what Drake was supposed to give. And I might get crucified for that myself, but for me, it really did it. And my boyfriend was trying to tell me like, Drake has hits, Drake has hits, Drake. And I'm just like, I understand that. I can acknowledge that. Like, I was for sure listening to Views. And I was for sure listening to Marvin's Room and all that stuff. But like, to actually be a fan and to be like, Drake is my number one. Whoa, never. Some of y'all might need to be arrested for saying that, because I don't know, I feel like Drake has never really been number one. I feel like Drake got far because of his skin color and because he was on Young Money. I think that's what it's called. Because think about it, like Lil Wayne brought Drake and Nicki on, but like Lil Wayne and Nicki actually really rap. Like Drake came out singing and shit. So I don't know, but hopefully Kendrick does not apologize. Like, Kendrick will always up the bar all the time. Like, I don't know. And I understand not everybody wants to listen to music and think about it, which is what Kendrick gives. But at the same time, you cannot sit here and say that you like hip-hop or rap or whatever, but you don't want to sit here and listen to it. This is not pop, okay? We don't just go off of what sounds good, what makes us dance around and want to do cartwheels and flash mobs and Target. No, this is rap. Okay, that's why I say we need to learn our history. Rap was not made for everybody to, some rap was, but back then they actually had MCs at the parties that you were also listening to while you dancing. And if the MC was trash, we would say, boo, you're out of here. And then the next person would come up and then people would get back to like turn it up. So yeah, when I think of that and stuff, Kendrick all day. I think Kendrick had the better diss tracks for sure. Drake, stop playing around so much. Everything is not a joke, okay? It's not. especially when you have something to prove. It's not a joke. His ghostwriter or something must have been out of town on vacation. He must not have gotten advance. He must not have gotten paid because, honey, you should have just got the ghostwriter's back. Honestly, I would not have even minded if you got the ghostwriter, but the disc was still good. Then I would still be like, you know what, though? Even though you didn't write it, it was still good. So, you know, like, I don't know what you could say at the point where somebody's talking to your son and telling it. And he literally told your son, do not, like, basically, don't be like your father. That's crazy. That's crazy. And you on your diss track talk about shake that ass. Shake that ass. You're proving Kendrick's point. And you proved every single point. You proved the pedophilia point. You proved the, we don't think you're really black and like for the culture. We don't want to hear you say nigga. You proved that point. Crazy. So, also too, everybody's talking about this is the greatest rap beef. It's not. It's not. Like, Kendrick is, but Drake, this is not the greatest rap beef. This is where y'all get art confused with popularity. Like, this is not the greatest rap beef. This is a, we do not like you, Drake. Nobody likes you no more, Drake. But you keep coming out and acting like we like you, but now you don't piss me off. That's what this is. Like, this is not no greatest rap beef and da-da-da-da-da. No. Drake, don't give Drake that, don't give Drake that title or that, like, don't put Drake up there for greatest rap beef. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. Y'all really be going off of popularity. Crazy. This is why I say, why do we have brains and we're not using them? A great rap beef to me is that I want to listen to both parties and see which one was good. Drake was so bad, I literally was just like, fuck. I was just like, you know what? I'm sticking with Kendrick. That's my thoughts on the rap beef. If y'all want to talk about it, opinions, questions, comments, let me know. And yeah, Drake, you will rule this day. Maybe you will just reevaluate your life, go to therapy, and be better for you and your son. Come on now. Oh, and the slaves that Kendrick's trying to free. So anyways, thank you guys for liking, subscribing, and for being here. I love you guys so much. And yeah, I'm also going to talk about the NBA playoffs. We in the second round. Come on now. The Pacers actually played today. So Pacers had a really good game. But I'm going to talk about that. And then I'm also going to talk about Cat Williams' special that I watched. I actually did like it. It was pretty funny. So I'm going to talk about that. So stay tuned for those videos as well. And of course, as always, let me know what else y'all want to see. And yeah, thank you guys for being here, like I said before, and continue enjoying your May. I think this month, the only holiday is Memorial Day, and that's not to the end. So yeah, keep enjoying your May and keep being safe and hydrated. It's hot as fuck outside. They talk about these cicadas is coming back. Just be safe and be positive and be happy. Love you guys.